I'm always hungry.
Constantly.
Mm-hmm.
How was y'all this weekend?
It was good. It was good. Been same old working. That's about it. You?
We went to a concert Friday. That was good.
Was it good? Yeah.
I loved it.
Who'd you go
That's
see?
awesome.
Parker McCollum.
Nice.
It was pretty good.
The walk up there wasn't good though.
Oh yeah.
Bro, my
was it
leg
drained?
was jello.
It wasn't that bad.
You gotta understand, I take shorter strides.
Hey, I feel that.
I like that you're flaming yourself. You're
Yeah.
getting comfortable.
Oh, whoa.
Dude,
You
what
take short
was it?
shots?
Uphill, downhill?
Uphill.
It was uphill.
It
You
was
should have
all-
pushed
It was
Logan.
like on an incline like this the whole way up there.
Yeah.
He couldn't keep up with me to push me.
Yeah,
What do you expect? Your legs are like 18 inches
You were
long.
the same one that told our boss that we have the same length legs.
I
just
think
have
we
a longer
do though,
torso.
low key.
Yeah, I'm just a
You just
faster
got
walker.
you just got like a big torso. Balls.
Yeah, but I walk faster. So you
Well,
can't
I'm
blame your
sorry.
you can't blame your legs.
Blame what I want to. Anyway,
You know what's nice? How comfortable it feels to just sit down and do this now. I don't know about Ronnie though. Ronnie hasn't really. This is the third?
I can
No,
every
second
Third,
episode.
second.
Yeah. Second
every
episode.
episode I can feel myself getting more and more comfortable.
Yeah. And
You know that-
it's just a progression of time. Like
Yeah.
it gets better and better and better.
It'll get better as we go.
Dang right.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What'd you do over the weekend?
Me?
Work.
Yeah.
Work.
Just work. But
Didn't work.
other than that, watch some good football games. There's some good games.
There was.
Yeah.
How about the Panthers?
Panthers finally
Yes,
got
sir.
one.
Yeah. They weren't meow anymore. They were no.
Okay, answer me this: do y'all think Bryce will get another shot in Carolina?
No.
No.
Probably not.
Not in Carolina. I think he'll get another
They
shot in
but
the league.
they apparently
Miami.
turned down like 4 trade offers, including a second-round pick
I-
for him.
Either they're gonna.
I don't know. I
coach him.
think him sitting behind Andy might help him out a lot.
They'll either try and coach him and try and develop him.
I think
this
he'll
whole
get
year?
one more chance to come back
This year?
next year.
No,
No.
not this year.
I think he'll sit behind Andy the rest of the year.
A
and then come
Panthers
back
thing to
next
do
year.
would be for them to make the playoffs and bench Andy and start Bryce.
That would be the
And
Panthers.
then they
thing to
would
do.
lose the playoffs.
But I'm being in all honesty, if we continue to play like how we played yesterday, I could see us winning that division.
I mean,
We're only one game out of the division. Why is that so
Yeah.
unrealistic?
Only.
I mean, it really ain't.
You remember how Andy
The
Dalton
The
was?
Saints are on a downhill.
I wouldn't call one loss a downhill. They lost by
They
2.
look terrible.
But they lost by 2 or 3.
Okay, but how's the offense look the past 2 weeks?
Fine. They look fine against the Cowboys.
Yeah, and then it was a drastic change against the Eagles.
They played a better defense.
You're gonna say the Eagles' defense better than the Cowboys?
The way this season's looking.
I don't know
Sorry.
about
I
that.
don't know about that.
He said Eagles had
This
it.
season, but trust me, I have Dallas in fantasy. They've gave me negative points 2 weeks in a row.
I don't know about that. That's a tough
Yeah, but the
statement.
Saints ain't going nowhere though.
Obviously.
The
but, like,
Saints, the
that division's
Saints
weak, and-
defense is what's carrying them.
that division's weak, but people forget about Tampa. Tampa's like a sleeper every year in that division.
Well, yeah, but the only reason why I said the Saints is on a downhill is because everybody knows their game plan now. They can't throw it deep to Rashid anymore.
Yeah, and if you can stop Kamara, it's over.
It's over. They only have 2 weapons, and Chris Olave Chris Olave will just be there in general.
I don't know.
He
That's
just-
kind of that division's like flip a coin.
honestly, I don't think it's really that bad. Like
It's
as
if
of
the
right
Panthers
now,
won it all?
the NFC South has been like one of the most competent divisions in the NFL. Except for last
What do
week.
you think? What if the Panthers won it all?
Oh crap!
That ain't happening.
It ain't
They
happening.
couldn't do it with Cam. They're not doing it now.
It ain't happening.
They
but
they had their one chance to do it and they failed.
If they make the playoffs, they're gonna lose the first round because it's Andy Dalton. That's what he did in Cincy.
Thanks.
Dang.
But why is it so unrealistic to say the Panthers can't go back? I'm not saying this year, but
It isn't unrealistic.
It's not.
It
Well,
could
Logan
totally
thinks-
happen.
I was
Logan
joking.
thinks just because we were bad one year, we're going to be bad forever. That's
I
not
didn't
how
say
football
that.
works.
I didn't say that. I don't think they're going to be bad forever, but I just
We're on the right track. If we can keep playing like this, then
Carolina's
we're
like how,
we're a quarter. It's proven we're a quarterback away from being able to compete.
to compete for
That's all we
The
need is
NFC
for to
South.
compete for right now.
for the NFC South.
Well, you have to give our coach the time to build our team.
If they
Yeah.
train Bryce Young upright, they could totally go all
That's
the way.
what I'm saying.
Like if he sits behind,
Sorry, little activity going on outside. I don't know what that is.
what is that?
Oh, it's a
That's a
lawnmower.
lawnmower.
Damn, we're
Okay.
stupid.
Yeah, but
We
that
all-
didn't sound like a
Nah,
lawnmower.
it
It
did.
sounded like an old car starting up. It
It
sounded like
sounded
it
like a
was
Model T
Cam.
going
Yeah,
by.
We all stopped and looked at the door.
Should we leave that in?
Yeah, leave
Yeah,
that in.
leave that in.
That's
This
funny.
is raw, uncut.
Oh,
Like Stump.
you know, our last episode was pretty much straightforward, raw, and uncut. I barely had to edit out any of it.
That was a good episode.
It was really
That
good.
was a good episode.
I saw it.
You did? Did
I
you
did.
watch it?
I did.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Did you guys like how I put the little banners up top and stuff?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah, I
like
thought
how
that
you
was
kind of
pretty good.
flamed me though with
About?
the
Womp
Habib.
womp.
Oh, well, you know, originally I looked into it and I Google translated it. And I originally thought you were right. And then he pulled up a video of Dana White. You know how this guy is.
Yeah, he's
And
a
Dana White
tryhard.
is Dana.
He can't stand being wrong.
Dana White said Habib.
Wait, can you show that right here?
Actually, I can rerun the clip. It'll run.
I thought
It'll
he
play.
Both say
It's
it'll
going.
run.
Anyway, so yeah, I thought originally that you were right, and I had it edited to where it said "womp womp" on him.
But I'm fairly positive it's still pronounced.
I think the
Habib.
American way is
The
Khabib.
American,
Yeah.
in America,
And
yeah.
in Russia, is that where he's
In
from?
Russia,
It's
Afghanistan, it's a Middle Eastern name, so you don't pronounce certain letters.
It's
Yeah,
funny
but
how
that's
it's a
like
week
saying
down
you
the
tried to
drain, and
argue
we're
with
still
you tried
on
to
this.
argue with an Indian about an Indian
No,
name.
I'm not. But I'm just saying it's a different language, so every language will pronounce
Everybody
a word
pronounces it
differently.
wrong. That's
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
English. You know, we pronounce things
Everything
very,
wrong.
very wrong and like a lot differently.
A lot
Who
different,
thought
especially
that
if you're from the
is?
south.
Yes.
We just have wrong pronunciation.
Dude's kicked
of
back,
words.
relaxed,
Okay.
and enjoying the show.
Did you have a good
Look,
day
he's
at work?
had a rough day.
Did you have a good day at work?
I did.
How was it?
It was good.
I probably shouldn't talk much about what you did, but if you can,
Just played pickleball.
I'll text
You guys ever like play football? You guys
No.
ever like have a group of people and y'all do that'd be
No.
so
We were
fun.
thinking about we
We
were
need
talking
to
about
do
that at
that.
work today. We need to start like a
We
Mosquito
should.
one.
like a flag football thing.
We
You're
should.
welcome.
That'd be awesome if we start up a team, flag football.
But
That could be off the couch
Logan,
like
would,
episodes
Logan would be
and
all
stuff.
time center.
Ronnie's going on
because he ain't
vacation
doing nothing else.
Hey, bro ain't running. That's
Bro's
for
the
damn
center
sure.
of gravity. Me and you over here having a laughing fest, and him and Ronnie, they're getting intimate. What's
Dude,
going
when are they
on,
not-
bro?
when are
Why'd
they
you
not
really
getting
kick back that
intimate?
recliner?
Ah, I'm just hungry.
Dude, I told you
Why
to
are you
eat
always
before we
hungry?
sat
There's
down and started
spaghetti
to
in
film.
there.
Can I go get some food?
Oh my god, bro's gonna be mid podcast,
Go ahead.
chomping down.
Actually,
Go.
I'm gonna go for it. Go for
Go
it.
for it.
This makes it even more interesting. Raw and cut.
Raw and cut. Ronnie's going to get
Ronnie's
food.
going
If
to
you
get
knock one of
food.
those cameras over, you're done for.
So, well, hopefully he enjoys the spaghetti. I
Well,
mean,
we kind of had a bad news at work today.
what was that?
We
What
did?
happened?
I don't think we're having any more overtime,
Oh, yeah.
overtime the rest of the
Oh,
year.
really? The rest of the year?
I don't know if
They
the
said
rest
it
of the
like
year.
it's going to start slowing down because of the election.
Yeah.
But I've also heard that
Our
our
sales
company,
are down like tremendously right now.
We're
Wow.
not an American company, so
Yeah.
You know, it
Typically-
sucks. All this is going to cause you guys to fall behind, and after New Year's,
No.
you guys are going to be balls to the
No.
wall again. You don't
I don't
think?
think so because sales are dropping.
That's
Sales
how it
are-
was last
sales-
year.
the
You guys
reason-
ended
you're
up
right.
dying out at
The
the, end
reason
of the
I
year.
say no is because of the sales are dropping, and when they like slowly drop down, everything like phases out with it. So.
I don't know. I
Right.
mean, depending on how the election goes will depend on how work goes. It's always like that. You know, I mean,
That's weird to think how something like that can affect
politics
everything.
can affect everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
People are worried about the economy. They don't want to spend much money, so companies are spending a lot to pay people.
Who's y'all's number one buyer?
Toyota.
It's Toyota. You guys manufacture only Toyota parts?
No.
No.
Or is
Well,
there, like,
actually,
Ford
my
and-
truck, we do a bearing that's in my truck.
Oh, really?
We in our department we
We
that
rerun
part.
that same bearing.
Dang, bro, if your bearings ever give out, just
Facts.
take it from the source,
Yeah.
man. Buy it right then and there.
We don't sell them assembled.
No,
We
really?
sell them unassembled.
Oh.
Unassembled.
Well,
But we sell to Toyota mainly, GM.
Well, Ronnie's back with his food.
yeah, Ronnie is back.
But we sell to GM, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge.
You just said Ford really country, buddy.
How did I say it?
You said
Was it
Ford.
Ford.
Yeah.
Ford.
I've been
He doesn't even realize that side of him, you know.
I don't.
He's
Yeah,
around
I mean,
so many people
yeah.
that
Honestly, I feel
don't
like I'm
have
a
that
bad
southern
influence.
twang.
I feel
You
like
are
I'm a bad influence on him.
No, straight up.
You guys work together. You guys are, hanging out together now.
Went to a
It-
concert together.
It's rubbing off
Bro,
on
that
each other.
concert was rough, wasn't it?
Nah.
We were in our fields the whole time.
Yeah, I heard the main part of the feelings. All the ladies decided to leave.
Nah.
Nah,
Yeah. What? No, you. It was like the 3 songs you said.
he just kind of got cop blocked.
Yeah. Oh dang.
By the songs?
That's getting
He's
cut
shivering
out.
his tunes right
No,
now.
leave it in
We're
there.
not talking about that.
Yes,
We ain't
leave it
talking
in
about
there.
that.
Nah.
Well, don't take that out. Leave that in
You
there.
can leave it in, but
We'll leave it
we're
in,
not going to talk about that.
but we'll leave it there.
We're just going to talk about how bad I am at reading females.
Oh.
Yo, this dude is so
Yeah, I
bad at
know.
reading.
What's the difference of us talking about that and then you following into talking about you being unable to read
I mean, yeah, it's
females?
kinda
What's the
obvious.
difference?
I mean, that's cool.
It's gonna be caught.
They ain't going to see
Nah,
this.
he just wants to
sensational.
throw.
Ain't gonna see this.
He just kind of he just
Sometimes.
want to throw a subtle hint so he ain't gotta fully say it.
Well.
So,
So
Wait,
why are
how-
you so bad?
people are going to watch this that I know, and they're going to text me and ask me who I'm talking about.
How far in depth
Good.
can we go with this?
Yeah, that's it. You're deep enough.
I want to
No, like,
indulge.
can I-
We're only knee high deep.
Can I
We're not going to
say
indulge
like?
more before I bring up your love life, buddy.
Bring up my love life.
I know.
Well, we don't care. You're the only one that cares.
About what?
Bringing up love life, like what's it matter?
You got brought up mine.
Dude, you can tell he's
Better
getting
cry.
stressed out about it because he keeps grabbing his hat and doing
I
this.
am. When I grab my hat, that means
He's
I'm
putting it
stressed.
down in front of his eyes.
Nah, I'm moving it around because you know you got.
Yeah, but you're doing it to cover your
But no,
face.
when a girl basically throws herself on you and you can't read
Is that what you think happened? Like, be honest. How do you think it was?
Yeah. Bro, she was throwing you the alley oop and you didn't take any of them.
Logan, from every conversation we've had, every bit of like the shots that have been fired, you have been dodging them.
Exactly.
Bro's
and
playing the Matrix.
He's gonna regret it one day if he actually understands he wants to pursue this, and she ends up getting with somebody else and ends up marrying him.
They're gonna have a talk.
That's
He's
all
gonna
right.
forever regret not taking a chance on that.
Well-
That talk is gonna come up. They're gonna be like, "Man, you should have just. I gave you that."
You never know until you try something. Never.
Yeah, but then if you try something, you mess it up for everybody.
I will
It's
say
not
this.
gonna mess it. You're thinking too far ahead.
I'll say
it's
this.
not gonna
as
mess
long
nothing up.
if it fails, you got to rebound, baby.
Who, you?
Yeah, that's right.
And
Hey,
you
yo.
just need to talk to her, be like, yo,
And they thought
You
I
know.
was the sus one.
Dude, you are. It's funny because everybody flames you about it for being sus.
I know, when you be doing
It's
this,
just naturally funny though. Like I ain't trying to force anything. Is that spaghetti good?
Yeah.
Did you get any garlic
I
bread?
feel like he's putting the mic right
You didn't get no.
beside my mouth.
You didn't. Why didn't you get no garlic bread?
I didn't even see that there was garlic.
It's
bread.
in a bag in there on the counter. You want some? Go get some.
Nah.
Oh dang.
Every
Okay.
time he bites, he's...
Yeah,
but
no.
no. Anyway, the way that I see it is if if she's there before all this, she's gonna be there after.
Not facts.
Like even if it
really in
even
denial.
if it goes up in flames, she's not going anywhere.
What do you
I
mean?
can
just
tell you
really
that
in
right
denial
now.
about-
About
Her
what?
personality is,
Relationship
I can already tell, she's got one of the best personalities I've ever met. Like, she's not going anywhere. I can tell you that right now.
He's putting you on, man.
And literally, the bond that y'all already have and you're not pursuing anything is crazy.
What kind of bond? What do you
Y'all
see?
tell each other everything.
What do you see bond-wise? Like on the outside.
What do you mean? Y'all were all over each other.
Well, don't say y'all.
That's crazy, dude. Because I ain't never.
It's
seen
like
that
she's
side of
throwing
Logan.
herself at you and you're like pushing her away.
I ain't never seen that side of Logan
I
because
don't-
it's usually just
I
me
don't
and him in the car.
What happened in the car station?
Like, are you sure? Are you sure you're
Remember that
not?
time we drove around with Ronnie's lifeless body paws?
Yeah, he was
He was
asleep.
asleep.
We were going on a fishing trip, and Ronnie was asleep the entire time in the back
He woke up while we started packing everything up.
Yeah, and it was like 2 in the
That was
morning.
the day you were supposed to go with
Everybody's
us.
like, yo, y'all want fish?
It was the night that you were supposed to go with us, and you didn't end up coming.
They said my body was
I
just
kind
like
of
rolling
regret
around
going.
in
I
the
wish I'd have
backseat.
went.
Oh, you should have, dude. It was
We're
fun.
gonna have to make up for
He
that.
was dead asleep in the
I told
backseat.
him in a week and a half when I go on vacation, we need to go fishing.
We're gonna have to make up for that shooting range.
Yeah, we
trip
will.
too.
Oh
we
yeah.
gotta go to the
We?
shooting range.
We,
Well,
we
I gotta.
about it.
I
We
we ain't
gotta
gotta make
out.
up. It's you
I gotta
did.
make up for it.
You
We'll
called
go.
in sick.
We'll
Us
go.
three was there.
His sick time's running short for
We'll
us.
go.
It's
We'll go.
ran out at work.
Next time you ain't getting paid.
It has ran out of
Really?
work, Yeah.
You don't got any hours left? Yeah, you do. You got
Yeah, I
seven.
got 7.
7 hours
Can't even
left
take
of
a
sick
full day.
time.
But see,
I
I only
have
started with half of what
184.
I only started
I
with
never
half of
used
what we're
mine.
supposed to get.
You started
so
halfway
it's not
through the
really
year.
fair. Yeah, but I didn't start at the beginning. I started in January.
You started in February.
Well, how's that in the
You
middle of
started
the year?
end
That's the
of
second
February. That's
month.
March. You started in the third month, really. Your orientation was in February, but your first day was March 1st.
You know, orientation. It's time for us to orientate you on how to pick up chicks.
Bro, can we change
All right.
the topic?
We're not changing
I
the
wanna talk
topic.
about
Fine.
this.
All right,
This was
look,
the one
think about
topic
it
you
this
wanted
way.
to talk
No,
Look,
it's
about.
man,
not.
you
Yes,
guys,
it
you guys
is.
prosper. You guys thrive.
Matthew,
You
not
guys are
everybody can get as
awesome.
lucky as
Y'all are
you.
great. Y'all have
You
kids.
don't even. Because it's right there at your fingertips and you're not fucking taking it.
Oh, buddy.
Dang. I think that's the first time the F word has ever been used on this.
Sorry.
It's going to have to get bleeped out.
But that just makes me mad. He's got it at
He
his finger.
leaned
He's like,
up with
nobody,
it,
we don't
too.
get as lucky as you.
He said. He
He's
started
got it
leaning
at his
up.
fingertips and won't grab it.
I don't know. I need to talk to closer sources to this situation. No. You know who I'm talking about.
How many more sources do you need? Everybody you've talked to has
But
said
it's
the
like-
exact same thing.
It's like something I'm on the fence about, and I'll explain to you later why I'm on the fence. when
Yeah,
this is-
because you don't want to mess nothing up if you get
That's
rejected.
not the only reason. There's another reason, and I'll tell you later.
Well, we'll let you know, but think about it.
You just want
Having
me to hurry up and
kids?
have a kid so
Yeah,
our
dude.
kids can grow up together.
You know,
W Mans.
and like
having
that'd be
kids,
cool.
having kids, raising them in today's world sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Well, I wouldn't
What?
know, but just by
You
the
know,
way-
you got to be very careful with
I mean, you
what
could tell.
they do and the things they watch. I mean, everything.
I'm actually, you
People
know,
that
there's a
come
lot
around.
of.
Huh?
People that come around too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful who you bring around because it's very hard to trust anybody anymore.
They started saying bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also-
Ayo, they say Ayo too.
They say
Hey,
AF.
your daughter flipped me off earlier.
Yeah, I know. She's flaming you. She looked at me the other day. She said, "Dad, do you want a present?" And she had it behind her back. I said, "What is it?" You know, it's funny. It's
Funny,
hilarious.
but you don't want to do it to
But
the wrong person.
of course,
Yeah.
don't do that out in public.
Right.
That kind of stuff, we like for them to know that, hey, that's funny all, you know, at home. And if you do it in a joking manner, but then, of course, if it's in a serious manner, then
Yeah.
that's when it gets out of hand.
What's
and
an age
that's
for
when
your
you
kids
gotta.
to cuss? Like you wouldn't care if it was at the house.
At the house, I'd say like maybe 13. I mean, that 13,
13 ain't bad,
14.
I've still never cussed in front of my mom.
13 to 14.
I don't cuss around my grandparent. It just feels weird. Like,
I wouldn't cuss
I
in
just feel
front
like
of mom
it's a respect thing. My grandma knows I cuss, but I don't do it around her just
Yeah.
out of respect.
Well, I mean, everybody knows.
Yeah.
I want to raise my kids though. If I ever had kids, to not cuss though.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah, for them not to cuss, and you know that's the guide that we try to go by and everything. But whenever you have a lot of people, something funny, pal?
Really?
Continue.
No.
I just heard you on the headset a time or two.
No, well, yeah, that's the headset, though. I mean, come on.
What happens on the headset stays
Yeah.
on the headset.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
exactly.
staying there. I'm not gonna.
What happens on the couch stays on the couch.
That's right.
That's gonna be our
Nice.
saying.
Yeah.
but-
on the couch stays on the couch.
You know, it's hard to protect kids nowadays because they end up going to school with kids that are affected by everything that's happening in the world today.
Yeah.
You have kids who think they can do whatever they want, and they not only do whatever they want but be whatever they want, and that's a touchy subject. It's a hard subject to kind of talk about because a lot of people don't want to talk about it.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it. That's why I'm
Did
talking
you see,
about it.
one of the bills that were passed
What
in
was it?
Congress?
No.
There's kids now that can get permission from their teacher to have a sex change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
that's only in
no.
California.
Without
isn't
a
it?
parent's
Of course,
consent.
it's only in
That's only
California.
But I'm just saying it could, venture out. But
Yeah.
how would you feel, if one of your kids done that?
Better slap them silly.
Like, without a parent's consent is crazy to me.
The fact that that's even an idea for adults to
We
put
need
that
to-
into action.
We need
Oh,
to change.
a
most
kid
definitely.
can make their own decision when they're how old do you have to be?
What?
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, any age.
Any
Like,
age.
they haven't.
It's a
specified-
child.
Is it any age? Oh, I thought it had to.
It's
I don't-
a-
It hasn't
limit.
specified
It's a child, a
anything.
kid, somebody who has no
I could be wrong though.
maturity. They're children. They do whatever. Hell, I used to wear high heels when I was a kid. My mom's shit. I used to play with dolls. All kinds of stuff. I mean, not Barbies. I didn't have
I was
Barbies.
gonna say,
But you know what I'm
I
saying?
was gonna say something, but I'm not
was just
gonna
being a
go
kid,
there.
No,
though,
that's no
right.
different than my daughter's putting my boots on.
Right.
What's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
difference?
Yeah.
You was just
But
being
can
a
we see you in
kid.
high heels now?
Yeah, sure. that's
If I get you a pair, would you wear it? Not in front of your kids.
I mean, I'll just
I need you
wear
to
my
I
wife's.
need you to wear him with that picture to remake too. That Logan's got.
Oh, Gladys.
Gladys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For y'all to,
Gladys.
if y'all are wondering about Gladys, she's an old, rusty old gal who showed up one night. My daughters did my makeup,
You wanna
as
pop
well
up
as
a
my
picture?
wife. Yeah, I was going to. Now, and my wife and my daughters did my makeup, and then, they wanted me to wear a dress, and
Bro, speaking of that,
I
when are
did
they
it.
going to meet Cassidy?
Cassidy be on the pod soon. We just got to get
TP.
somebody to,
Babysit the kids?
babysit, yeah,
Why don't you go babysit?
yeah. But
Yeah, she can be on the TP episode.
yeah,
We just said
Coming
that.
soon.
Literally
better,
just
yeah.
said that.
come soon. Well, that episode took
That's
a
episode's
long
not coming
time
soon.
to
That-
edit.
that
It'll
episode's
probably
probably
be
coming.
about 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
No, more
soon
than that.
enough.
Maybe 4 weeks out.
got a lot of plans for this, but
That's going to be a big episode.
That's a
back
deep
to
plan.
raising kids in this world today. I mean, what do you guys think would be the best action against all this? Me personally,
Whoa.
I just hit the mic. I'll restart. Me personally, I think the best attack against this is not allowing them on any social media devices.
Until a
No,
certain
no
age.
YouTube, no
Well,
nothing.
I
Just
think
plain
YouTube-
old TV.
YouTube Kids is okay.
YouTube Kids is
No,
not
it's
okay.
not.
All the stuff that they
It's
force
I
into
haven't
there.
seen what's on YouTube.
All the
Kids.
there's
You ever heard of Momo?
there was what was the name of that dang creepy thing? Yeah, Momo.
Yeah.
They were
is
sneaking
Momo?
that exactly.
We'll show
They
you.
were sneaking it into
Why am I scared?
kids' YouTube cartoons, and then on top of that, there's even shows that like introduce certain, certain things to kids shouldn't even be exposed to. They should have no knowledge of it. They shouldn't have any worries or anything about the things that they put into that. It's hard to even talk about because you don't know how people are going to react
From a
when you
parent's
talk about
perspective,
it.
it's definitely harder. Like, I don't have kids. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I just feel like we need to change this altogether. Our world is just.
Well, think about
Going-
it this way. Yeah, they used to sneak that into
No.
shows.
Oh, my.
Yes, dude. And they would say break,
So basically
break
trying
your
to-
TV, destroy
So like trying to
stuff.
brainwash kids.
Yes. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So we don't allow them to do anything like that anymore. The only things that they get access to, we'll let them play a game or two here and there, like especially the Nintendo and Mario and stuff. But watching TV, SpongeBob Classic,
You
stuff
know
like
what's
that.
crazy to me? When I was a kid, there was parents that wouldn't let their kids watch SpongeBob.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
mom
I
didn't
mean,
like me watching SpongeBob.
I can see that though, because there's a lot of stuff.
I will say,
The older I
like, if
get-
you really look at it, the older you get, like, they do
It-
kind of say something.
It can be. It's very understandable.
Well, as
That's
a
why
kid-
I
as a
say.
Kid, you don't understand
As a
that.
kid, you don't really
Yeah.
understand it.
But that's why, like every a kids show kind of has it. Like if you look at the newer movies that is produced now, they always throw in subtle little adult jokes in it.
Yeah.
They just do it for the humor of the adults because the adults are sitting there and it just goes over kids' heads.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't have to be in there. But that's why I say, like going back to watching SpongeBob, season 1 through like 3.
3 is
They're perfect.
Yeah.
There's nothing crazy in them. They're just real good, entertaining shows. That's
nothing
all
would
they
ever
are.
nothing will ever beat Prom SpongeBob.
It's really
till this
odd.
day I can sit there and watch it.
You guys ever watch Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes.
I hated that show.
Going back,
watch
like
it.
I used to love it as a kid, and I mean I still enjoy it. It's okay, but me and Cassidy, we would go back and watch it. And it was just like, this is so weird. It is so odd to
SpongeBob's
watch
one
it.
of the only kids cartoons I can go back.
You
want to
know what I used to watch?
What's that?
Bob the Builder.
Oh yeah, Bob the Builder
That
was
my
elite.
stuff,
Yeah.
bro.
Elite, top
Or Handy Mandy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Handy Mandy, that's me.
Handy, it is, bro. You kind of look like Handy Mandy.
kinda
You just,
look like Bob
you
the
just.
Builder.
Oh yeah. Dang, new nicknames.
Yeah, that's me at work.
Yeah. Oh man.
What about
What?
Chowder?
Hey, he's
Don't
hit.
even lie.
Yeah, Chowder. That was good.
Yeah.
It was
On three.
crazy, but it was good.
On 3, who's Ronnie look like? 1, 2, 3. Shark
Beast Boy.
Yo, what?
Shark Boy.
Ronnie
The
looks
Flame
like
is
Beast
crazy.
Boy from Teen Titans. Just a darker
He
version.
does.
Yes, he does. Straight up.
kinda
He
crazy.
could totally be Beast Boy
I
for
guess
Halloween.
cartoon wise, but he looks like Shark Boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He could totally be Shark Boy.
Okay, can we just talk about the knocking so we don't think we have people hostage in here?
No. They.
That is
they know
just
gonna-
kids. I promise you, there's nobody held hostage.
If
here.
anything, I'll just edit this out.
No, don't edit it. It's
But-
raw uncut. I heard one of them scream in the last episode.
Yeah, I know. That's funny. But yeah, Ronnie definitely could pull off Beast Boy. I've always thought that.
I used to be a big fan of iCarly too.
Hey, our Carly was
Carly,
elite.
Victorious,
Josh.
Drake and Josh.
You know, speaking of all that, all the weird crap that was behind it with
Oh,
Nickelodeon
yes,
and
that documentary
what's his
that
name?
came out,
Is
that's
it
crazy.
I don't remember. his
Dan-
name.
Director, dude?
Dan Snyder.
Dan Snyder?
Snyder,
That's Dan. Is it Schneider? Snyder?
Schneider.
Schneider or something.
I don't know. I'll pull it up right here.
I
But
feel so bad for Drake too. The stuff that Dan put him through as a kid is
Didn't
absurd.
he
said
get
for who?
arrested?
he did get arrested.
Yeah.
Didn't all of his charges get dropped?
Yeah,
Who?
they were
Dan?
fake.
Yeah.
Or
No,
something.
Drake.
No, Drake Bell.
Drake's.
Well, that was all tied back with the Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all got dropped.
That's really good for him because growing up, like Drake and Josh was awesome. That show was so good. It was,
That might have been one of the best Nickelodeon shows.
yeah, it was really
That
good.
People-
or George Lopez at 3 in the
Oh, yeah,
morning.
George Lopez was
You
elite.
just randomly get woke up to that player
Yeah,
at
I
like
know.
4 in the morning.
You're
It
getting
was
ready for
great.
school. Dun, 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 dun.
Look, jumping on the trampoline just
Oh.
at 3 in the morning.
No, another good show was the one with Will Smith.
Oh, man.
What was it called? You know, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, yeah, that
Bro,
show was
that
awesome.
dad scene where he's talking about his dad, that scene
Yeah.
still hits till this
Does
day.
it probably affects you.
I used to
It
watch
does.
that all the time. That's whenever he first started to finally blow up, which
Yeah.
nobody talks about him now. Whoosh.
Yeah,
Nah,
smacked
he's
the
actually
hell
in
out
the
of Chris
news right
Rock.
now.
He's in the news?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
He was part of the Diddler stuff. With P. Diddy.
well,
Hey, we
well.
can talk about let's talk about that.
Here
too.
we go. Speaking of
That was a
raising
good
kids in
topic.
today's world, this is the number one issue right here.
The Diddy party.
People like Diddy.
The internet
Ain't
has
no party
drawn
like a
out
Diddy
all
party.
the creepy people in the world.
Did y'all hear LeBron say that?
What did
He
he
went
say?
live
Like a
on
Diddy
with
party.
Sean Combs, P Diddy, and said, "There ain't no party like a Diddy party."
A Diddy party. That's crazy.
Nah, but you know, the feds arrested him. Found 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I just know they slipped walking through that
I
door.
mean,
What's it? Come on, Rodney. Keep
What do you mean?
keep.
oh, I can't. You already know.
Oh,
How do you
no.
how do you feel about Drake apparently being involved?
I don't think Drake was involved, dude.
Well, of
I
course
mean-
he's gonna say that.
Of course you're gonna say that. That's like saying. I mean, I haven't seen any videos with them too. Like I have
Oh, no.
a Meek Mill.
There's one
But
word.
bro,
Well-
I heard Meek Mill and P Diddy got down.
There's a leaked video of it.
What?
There's a leaked video
of Meek Mill like
getting,
doing the deed with Diddy.
With Diddy.
Taking it from Diddy.
and
But
apparently
they said that's what Diddy likes.
I don't
like-
remember what
he likes
rapper it
men, he
was,
likes
but
rappers.
apparently he got invited to Diddy's room. And
Facts.
do y'all know Trey Songz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently Trey Songz was on Diddy's lap making out with
Trey
her.
Oh,
Songz.
Jesus Christ.
It's just like a big sex dungeon, dude. They'd have
Yeah,
freak
that-
parties for days.
That's
They
insane.
would
For
have
days.
like week-long sex parties.
This is like
Yes.
so. You guys are so serious right now.
Yes.
I'm so serious.
All the case documents.
And you don't think Drake was involved?
No. Because, okay, so.
You know, there's one
I
name.
will say I
hold on,
haven't
hold on,
seen-
hold on, hold on.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I haven't
You
seen
know the
anything
game,
released.
the rapper
of
of the game. I don't know
Drake.
if you guys know who
Yeah.
he is. He's from LA. He wrote a song with Drake in it. It's called 100. And in the song,
I
he was
know what
talking
you're
about how
talking
P Diddy wanted to kill Drake when Drake came to LA because he
Yeah.
didn't like how fast Drake was getting famous without P Diddy's help.
Mhm.
So why would Drake be involved with the man that tried to kill him?
I haven't
That
seen
doesn't make
anything
sense.
released from that either.
There's
Like you see
I-
videos of Drake
and P Diddy have
Meek
never
Mill,
got
but
along.
I've never
And
seen
then-
P Diddy and Drake together.
Drake and Meek were beefing. Why would Drake be involved with anything P Diddy's involved with?
Y'all think? I think apparently he done something with like Bieber when Bieber was like 14
Yeah,
or
he-
15.
There was a video that came out where he was holding Bieber around the neck and he said, I got custody of him for the next 48 hours.
Yeah,
and
like
he,
apparently
and he looked at Bieber and he said, you already know what's happening or something like that.
Wow.
Honestly, I feel bad for Justin though too.
But why haven't these people came out about this?
Is that probably
Bieber's
because of
been-
money, bro? He probably
but
paid him
Bieber's
a
got
lot of
it now.
money. Oh, Bieber, he's been one of the hottest people in the planet.
Pause.
Dude, that way too. He's a good looking dude.
Yep.
Oh,
Diddy.
wow.
Diddy got
No,
over
no
there.
Diddy, no
He's a
Diddy.
Diddy diddler.
No Diddy.
Diddler.
But, you know, I think there's one name that has been bringing Drake down here recently. I think her name is Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh my God.
What's your
go
thoughts
with
on
me.
that, Logan?
Wait, did something happen that I missed?
You didn't hear
You don't
about
know about Millie Bobby
Millie
Brown?
Bobby
Drake?
Brown?
Yeah, but I
Drake.
thought
They
this
said
was
Drake
like
was hooking up with her when she
like
was-
years ago.
It
Yeah.
was, but
And
here's
Millie-
the thing.
Millie-
Years ago, she was like 14.
Yeah, but didn't Millie already denied
Millie
it?
said that it never happened.
Millie denied it. They were trying to get Drake was just congratulating her on becoming like famous, and People took it out of
He
pocket.
was congratulating her on the success of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And people were like, that's so weird of him to talk to a 14-year-old, blah, blah, blah. But he was a fan of the show before he knew her. And he became a fan of her by watching the show because he thought she was a good actress. See, like, that's the thing. People like to hate on
So
Drake.
that just goes back to how bad our society is now.
People like to hate on Drake because he's the biggest in the game. Look
You
at
know-
what just happened with Drake and Kendrick.
Your
Kendrick
and
buried
Drake's
that man.
relationship is pretty crazy.
I'm going to...
Yeah, but Kendrick wouldn't be relevant if he didn't be.
Can
for
you
Drake.
take that and implement it into a female?
Bro, how do I know he's
What?
getting tied back into this?
Exactly.
Is this coming back up?
It's not
You
coming
dang
back.
right
That's
it's
our-
coming
that's
back
our next
up.
topic, too.
Here's the thing. It's
Finding a
hard.
soulmate.
Yeah, it's hard to find a soulmate in this generation, is it not?
Oh, yeah, it
It really
is.
is.
Ronnie's shaking
And
his
when
head.
you do that, and when you do, it's rare.
You don't think it's hard to find a soulmate in this generation?
Nah.
Ronnie, you haven't
No.
been shopping. though.
Okay, hold on, though.
It's
Not
rare.
really if you're religious. Because you'll meet the right
I don't
person
know.
when the time is right.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like when you're religious, it takes more time.
Yeah, because it's going to be the right
But
one,
it's
the
more
right
time devoted to
It's
something
more
that's going to
time
be worth
devoted
it.
to the right thing.
Exactly.
Than,
Yeah.
So that's why I'm taking my time.
Stop the count.
Bro, this is God telling you to do it, and you're avoiding it.
What
Going back to it.
you're more into religion than me. What are some signs?
This
that-
is God throwing you signs, bro, and you're not taking them.
What are signs of God showing you things in your life?
You'll never know.
Like
Nobody
me
can
personally?
tell.
Or-
Yeah.
Didn't you say she's came out
can't
of your
tell
life
what
and came back
signs
in
are
it
from
more
God.
than once?
It just happens.
I mean, if you had like a specific, like, okay,
guess.
so for me, if it's like, is
Like
it drawing me
relationship-wise.
closer? Yeah, like, is it okay? Like, is this person in my life, are they a positive influence in a way of like, okay, when I think about them, or are they, when they're around and stuff, like, are they drawing me closer to God, or are they like taking my attention away from God? And obviously, some attention is going to come away. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is, but like, overall, are they going to draw you closer to God? Like, are they going to bring you closer?
Is she
And
Logan?
it kind of
Yeah.
another thing is
Yeah. I'll tell you. about it
apparently she's
I love how that's your response. to
she will
everything.
just like they'll stop talking for like months at a time.
later. No, not like that. I got.
Well, not like that, but
I gotta explain.
then they'll
this a
just
little
come
better.
back, stronger than.
I want.
See, when you say it like that.
No, if it came back stronger, which, see,
I really wish y'all could see them at this damn concert, bro.
I
and
wish
y'all
I
would
could've.
understand.
But I was
they
too tired.
but
of
like
seeing
I just don't see it like that.
Because you've trained your brain to block that out.
You're right. I have. I've trained my brain
It's
not to catch.
no
feelings for
everybody
anything
sees
else.
it but you.
I've trained
It's
my
because
brain.
you've built a wall around it and you're not letting anyone go
Come
through
on.
it.
Bro, spitting right now.
Let's go.
Take your own advice, buddy.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
trust
all
me,
this ties
nobody's
in.
better at giving advice and not taking it than me.
All this
Me.
ties into not rushing into a relationship.
Exactly.
And just
You're not
and
supposed
just
to.
letting it happen.
But
So maybe
this
he's
is-
doing the right thing,
Because
riding
what if
it
I rush
out.
this and 3 months later it ends badly?
But see, that's not.
I feel like
I
you would
can
be
tell by
rushing
the
it.
girl she is. That's not going to happen.
And even if it does,
Better one time.
And that's all it took. That should say something.
This is so obvious who we're talking about.
Who cares?
Me.
Tell her how you feel.
No.
That me
Because
is
I-
staying in. That was so funny. He sounded like the Darth Vader.
No, I'm not gonna
No.
lie. I told you
Only
earlier.
Ronnie gets the reference. Thank you, Ronnie.
Drake, guy we work with, you
Drake?
can leave his name in. He don't care. And Stump, they got my blood pressure so high.
Bro, we were giving this man
Like,
a
you
full
know,
on
like-
therapy session.
Was
at
he
work.
boiling?
Yes.
Dude, you know how like when your blood pressure gets high, you could feel it throbbing in your forehead.
We had
Yeah.
a full,
I thought my
game.
forehead was gonna
Well, I
pop.
can't say that. We had like a full circle.
There
and
was
just
4
constantly going
people
at me.
circling me, talking to me about that.
Not a game bang. No. Not no Diddy. But
No, did
Oh, dang.
no, don't say G bang on
we was
here. I
in
don't
the
know
we
if
was
you
in the
can
middle of a workplace. Can't do that there anyway.
say that. Did he? Probably
so you
did.
guys-
Yeah, Diddy would.
I don't know. You guys stress me out.
I don't think we stress you out. You stress yourself
You
out.
stress
Hey,
yourself
speak,
out
I
when
really
you
do.
think of it too much.
That's right.
Well, Ronnie stresses me out.
What?
Ronnie's just telling you the truth.
Ronnie
just-
stresses us all out, buddy.
He's just project. Whoa,
Ronnie,
okay.
you're just a stressful person in general.
Bro, I'm chilling.
Yeah, here.
For the first time in a week. Actually, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since you've been here.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah. We missed you.
What are your neighbors
Missed you.
doing? Don't they know we're filming a podcast?
I can't hear. I don't hear nothing.
Bro said, "Don't
I
they
hear a
know we're
chainsaw.
filming a podcast?"
Hold on. I don't hear nothing. That's the computer, buddy.
Sounds like a chainsaw.
But he's got PlayStation
Okay, in
4
other
the
words,
background.
I'm not ashamed to talk about my love life. Y'all think I should give it up or what?
No.
I've been stuck on the same girl for 4 years.
I think you need to do the same thing, and you need to push it forward, pal. Right? Right? He's over here flaming you about it. He needs to do the same thing, too.
That's
I've been
right.
the same
Right?
girl for 4 years. Don't say that's right.
That's right.
Actually,
You're running
hold on.
your shit from you.
Hold on. I just came to a realization. All three of y'all boys need to be.
Whoa,
Y'all
But
three
you-
doing the
no,
same
but-
thing.
not me.
When you talk to somebody,
Lies.
Lies,
buddy.
Wait,
hold on.
what are you finna say?
Explain
When
this.
you talk to somebody every day, and you
Explain
have the
that.
thought of not talking to them again, you don't realize like how bad that affects you.
Yeah.
Because you rely on that person to be there for you every day.
See, I don't have that thought about nobody, though. Like, actually, I don't. There's not many people that if I just stop talking to them today, it would affect me tomorrow.
Get him off the podcast.
Stop the count.
Sorry. Like,
him
you
off the
guys are
podcast.
you guys are a few of the ones that it would affect me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
Ronnie, can you explain the ring on your finger?
Huh?
The ring on your finger.
Oh, yeah, it's a ring.
Hold it up.
It says God is love. It doesn't
Don't-
fit on any other finger. Like, it fits on this one, but then it gets stuck.
And a promise ring?
Bro's married to
Huh?
Jesus.
Not a promise ring or anything?
I mean, it's a purity ring. And
Purity ring?
Bro's
cool.
married to Jesus. I respect it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
That's the only lifelong commitment I'm able to commit to right now.
what?
God.
Oh, it's hard.
It is hard. That's something I've noticed.
hard.
It is hard.
It's like an uphill. It's like an uphill battle. but
It's something. Religion is something to be committed.
It's
a
not
lot
for the. It's
harder
not
than
for
it
the
sounds
weak.
like.
It's not for.
You
the
don't
weak.
realize how hard it is until you have 4 other humans that need your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Just
too.
in general, like, I slack on
yeah.
reading the Bible a lot, but especially since we started this, I've been a lot busier. I've been staying up late, working on ideas, whatever, and I just slack on it.
Yeah, I've been a lot busier too.
Priorities.
You're always busy.
Editing, work, kids,
Yeah, you
wife,
do it all. You want
cooking dinner.
Oh, that spaghetti smack.
Yeah, spaghetti was
That's
good.
That spaghetti was good. But I had two
Was.
plates.
Flash, I just
Your
wish I had
grandma.
it right here again.
Grandma's gonna
Okay.
see this.
Her spaghetti's good.
Yeah.
Don't put it like
But
that.
is
That's
it?
coming on off the couch. Grandma
is it
versus
good?
Grandma.
Yeah, we gotta have a cook-off between these two. It's
We
just
already
bound to
said this
happen.
last episode. It's
It's just
happening.
bound to happen.
Bro, I'll be over there throwing down. She'll be like,
Holy crap, he's a going.
She's
That
not,
sound just
she's
like her?
not that old.
oh.
How old is she?
How old is she?
She's not even 60.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
I'll cut it
Young
back a
buck.
little bit.
Oh crap, he's a going.
Was that it? Does that sound like her?
Sure.
What'd you
He
say you
said
was gonna call
sure.
her? Grandmammy?
Yeah,
She
grandmammy.
doesn't. She doesn't
Yeah,
like me.
grandmammy.
She's so young. She doesn't like me calling her grandma. But that's what she
What
is.
do you call her?
I call her nanny.
That's just as bad, if not worse.
But she
They all
doesn't-
have the same
She
meaning.
doesn't mind
They
it.
all have the same meaning.
She-
What's her name? Don't.
Bro.
We
dox.
don't. Yep.
dox her.
Yeah, I'm
Cut
not
that
gonna,
out.
I'm not gonna dox that.
Rewind. Start over. All right.
We're trying to dox my grandparents.
I know, right? He's trying to flame you up.
I
over here.
know your grandpa's name. You told me before.
What is it?
We ain't talking about names.
I'm just.
How about, I mean, honestly, his name can be put out there. He's not. He still has a flip phone. He doesn't like technology. I've
He's
never.
like your father-in-law.
Dang.
He doesn't like technology,
They do the
and
same
he
job,
makes the most money I've ever seen. He
Yeah,
has
he's
his
a
Because he
own
don't
log-
have that phone bill, buddy.
He has his own.
He got that $25
login-
plan that's 600 minutes.
He has his own login business, everything, but he will not upgrade.
Yeah.
He won't upgrade.
Dude,
He
why ain't
can't
we
stand
working
technology.
for him?
Yeah, why don't you?
Why
work
ain't we?
for him?
Yeah, why ain't we all
I
working
mean, we
for
probably
him?
could.
He wouldn't pay
Trying
us
to hang it
good.
up.
Would he pay us
Want me to
good?
stand
Yeah.
outside of Home Depot or
Hell
something?
yeah.
Yeah, technically, his son that drove the truck for him made more than he did.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
But you don't want to drive a truck for a logging company.
Yeah, no.
Why?
You have to get up at like 4 in the morning, be on the job site by 5, and you probably won't get home till like 8 o'clock that night,
Is
Screw
it 5
that.
days a week?
depending. But I mean, with logging though, if it rains or anything, you can't work, so it kind of evens itself out. But like, it's kind of, you get paid regardless if you work or not. Now that was kind of, at one point, that was my dream job, to work with him. But
To work with some wood.
yeah, well, I work with that every day.
Wolfwood?
I work with wood every day.
What?
Yo.
This is not grandparents material.
Oh Lord.
I hope she
My
don't watch this.
grandparents
I hope
watched
she
the
don't
last
watch
one.
this episode.
Well, she'd have to watch 40 minutes in.
They what?
This is gonna be a long
Yeah.
podcast.
It can be. It can
But
be.
I didn't realize until watching the podcast with her, I said bro a lot.
You always do.
And I think
Yeah.
I haven't said it this episode because I'm kind of trying to tone it down. But I think that's just because me not being comfortable with the camera yet.
Your
Yeah, true.
vocabulary is just limited. I feel like that's not offense to you because mine is, all of ours is. It's where we're from.
Mine's very limited. Very.
It's where we're from. Like, people around here, they have a very limited vocabulary.
Yeah.
It's a southern thing. We don't know many words.
We do not like to use them big words right there.
We know you don't.
That's all, folks. Yeah, we don't like to use them large words, you know, like gargantuan-sized words.
And do you know what that means? That's not even.
It means huge.
Okay, so on to the next topic.
This is a hard topic to
how
roll
can
into.
how can death affect somebody's life?
Man, we really got dark.
Dude, dim the lights. How can death affect somebody?
I mean,
Death-
Well,
It affects-
they'd be dead.
That didn't come off right.
Yeah.
More like, how can offing yourself affect your family and people around you? You know, you've dealt.
I know
with that.
firsthand, pal.
You know how it feels.
And it
as
sucks.
A family member.
It sucks. And I mean, there's no words to really explain or describe it. It sucks.
I don't know. Stuff like that is kind of. I hate talking about it because the way my childhood was, I kind of feel like I wouldn't say emotionally blind, but like I guess it's just a bunch of built up trauma. Like I couldn't see myself crying like in front of people at a funeral, and I don't know if that's just because like the image of of being in that state of mind or just not knowing how to deal
I'll
with
tell you,
emotion.
whenever you are in that state of mind, you don't care. Your
Well,
emotions
yeah.
just
Well,
you
I've
just
never
let
been.
your
I've
emotions
never
out.
really been through that, so
I
You-
can't see
Your
this.
emotions, like you just don't care. You know, like whenever you get, for instance, like an example, whenever you get around a group of people and you do things, you just don't care. You don't think about doing it. You just do it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But when my grandparents, something happens to them, I think I'm probably done for. Because those two are literally, like, they're my world. Like, I don't know what I'd do without them. Like,
I'm
in
just
all
not an
honesty.
emotional person.
Bro, if
Like,
they
I
watch
don't-
all this and they hear that, they're gonna cry.
But I'm being dead
Meaningful.
serious. Like, they saved me. Like, for real.
That goes.
Man, that's kind of deep.
That's real deep.
At least they're still good people, you know.
Yeah.
They came through.
That goes with like finding the good in people.
Yeah,
always
that's
finding good in
hard. There's-
people.
There's not. I feel like not everybody has good in them. Though.
Not everybody, no.
Maybe like 2% of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you
I
think
feel
there's
like
pure
us-
evil people?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
But I
for
feel
sure.
like
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
has that soft spot.
Yeah.
It's just finding that somebody that can break down, those barriers and get to that spot.
And not to like bring up religion, but you asked if there's like pure evil people. I just said yeah, but honestly, I don't think so.
I don't
Like
think
it's
so.
because there's literally scripture that's like, it's you're not the battle isn't with flesh and blood. It's like,
Well, I feel like the
Spiritual realm,
things that happen bring out the evil in people. So that kind of like I feel like you need to surround yourself with better. Like you need to surround yourself with better people, and if you just that kind of goes to like your daily routine. If
Yeah.
you surround yourself with the right people, and you wake up and you set your mind to something and have goals for yourself. That goes a long way.
You
But-
don't always know how somebody's gonna be though when you first meet them. You don't know their true intention until
Well,
you really
yeah,
get close to them.
But
And then at some point, it kind of gets too hard if they're a true evil person.
I don't feel like there's evil people. Like, yes, there's evil people, but I feel like
There
deep
definitely
down,
is evil people.
deep
but
down, everybody's got a soft spot.
everybody's got
Everybody.
the good side, and some people just choose to never find it.
Well, that's true too. That's kind of go back to what God said. He says there's some people that just live their life completely away from me, and he said that's okay, but don't. He basically says don't force nobody. Like don't force them on anybody.
Yeah.
If they want to make that decision, let them.
That got deep really quick.
I like that.
But I
It's a
I
good
could
topic.
talk about
Good
I could talk
conversation.
about Jesus all day. That is one thing I want to do is get a stronger relationship. And I struggle at times to read the Bible but because I hate to say it, I just don't make time. Because when I'm like watching YouTube or doing whatever, I could be reading the Bible. But that's one thing I want to get better at.
On the couch Bible session.
I mean,
My church is
How-
actually moving over here.
How are y'all
Your church
religious?
is moving over here?
Yeah.
Really?
Like I know y'all two are religious. Are you comfortable talking about like where you stand?
Yeah, of course.
Where do you
I'm
stand
comfortable
on it?
talking about
just
anything.
start from the
Like, are you just
I-
confused, kind
So,
of?
all right. So, whenever you grow up in a family who is raised in a religion, Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with
He
them.
doesn't know that.
I've heard
Yeah,
of it,
you
but I
told me
don't
that
even know
once, but you didn't get in depth with it.
So, Jehovah's Witnesses are. I don't even really know how to explain it anymore, but it's a tedious kind of religion. There's only a certain amount of people that are allowed in heaven, and there's this thing called the New Order. I can't remember the exact number of how many people are allowed in heaven, but I'll pop it up right here.
I think it's what 10,000.
It's
I
a
think
weird number.
it's like 10,000,
It's
I
it's
think.
it's not even. It's 10,000 and like 3. It's some weird number.
Yeah.
I don't know, but when you're raised in that as a kid and you think it's the right thing, then you grow up and get older, and then things happen to where people go their separate ways, and then you're ended up being in the middle in between two religions.
Yeah, I kind of understand.
You
where you're
have,
coming from.
just Christianity. What do you guys consider yourself religion wise? Like just just Christians, and then Jehovah's Witnesses. There's there are two different lines. So like for instance, growing up as a kid, I wasn't able to celebrate Christmas, birthdays, Easter, Halloween.
Oh, they don't celebrate-
I got nothing.
They don't celebrate
No,
Easter?
they don't celebrate no government.
Huh.
No, I don't know what they call it, but they don't
also
celebrate any
don't-
of that.
Like
I
official
don't think they
holidays.
believe in the King James version of the Bible.
No, I don't. No, I don't think they
that's
do.
the version they said it's the fake.
I'm very uneducated on it. I just faintly remember a lot of stuff, through my childhood as a kid.
So you kind of just feel like you were being forced one way.
Kind of. I mean,
I
I wouldn't.
understand.
I wouldn't say it was like. Kind of. I guess you could kind of say it was forced either way. Because I mean, you're a kid. You do
Well,
what you're
you are-
told,
yeah.
and you just go either way.
Yeah.
So one day I'd go to the Kingdom Hall, and then a few weekends later I'd end up going to, a church, whatever.
So you kind of feel like you
So
were
I
on
didn't know.
road
I didn't
being-
know what the world was going
Yeah.
on, and then the older I've gotten, each side's just kind of faded away from it. I became my own person and did my own thing, and I just never cared to, get. I wouldn't say I've never cared to get back into it. I've definitely thought about going to church, and I have found myself praying the older I get, and praying for other people and my kids and my wife and things like that. I do pray about that.
You know what's crazy? Like, when I started going to church and, like, getting into it and, like, praying more and stuff, I prayed one time that something would come over you to help you learn to pray.
Yeah.
That's so crazy that you just said that.
Well, I'm
I don't
telling
know.
you,
There's just like I told you that one time, this one story, a short little story I got whenever Logan was telling me about him going to church. A few days later, this old guy comes up to me. We just hired him at the store. He comes up to me and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "I want to ask you a question real quick." And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, "Are you a man of God?" And I said, "I mean, I can't say I am, but I definitely believe that there is something, And he was like, "Well," he said, "I just wanted to, talk to you." He said, "I seen that you're married and you seem like you're kind of a godly man to me." And he said, "I hope God finds you and you guys find your way with each other, and I hope you guys find each other." And I was like, "Thank you, I appreciate it,
I don't know. I feel like
And-
that. I feel like that was God sending you a message,
Well,
dude.
I
At
talked to
some point,
Logan
it's not
later
a
that.
coincidence.
Yeah, well, I talked to Logan later that day, and I said, I said that to me, you conveniently talking to me about you going to church and everything, and then us talking about it, and then next thing you know, out of the blue, this guy comes up to me to talk to me about that. That's a sign in my eyes. I seen it as one. I just need to put more initiative and action to it
I
because it
wouldn't,
takes a lot of time.
I wouldn't rush into it, though.
No,
Like, I think a lot of people struggle with religion because they rush into religion.
they won't
They
to
want
feel
God
that
to
connection
help them.
overnight.
They want
And
to
it's-
use God as an excuse,
Yeah.
like financially, so they can be stupid with their money and then pray that God gives them more money.
Yeah, that's not
Like
how
that's
God
not
works.
how you live your
Yeah,
life.
that ain't how praying or
Yeah,
any
that's
of that
not-
works.
I mean, you can pray for like hardships in your life to get better, of course, but you know it's kind of that.
90% of hardships is caused by that person, though.
Facts.
Well, I mean, with the example he put, you know, if you spend all your money, then you're asking God, you know, to help. That's kind of mocking him in his eyes.
Not if you spend it on like your bills.
your bill,
kids,
yeah,
your
but
wife,
if you're
whatever.
just like stupidly
But yeah,
spending
if
the
you're
money,
just like if you're going to a club, like one thing
Yeah.
I don't like, and I say this all the time, I don't like, for example, the college campus near us. You see all these people, they go out, they party and they drink all night on Saturday, and then they go to church Sunday morning, and they think
yeah,
that's
I don't agree
completely
with
fine.
that.
I don't think that's fine.
That's one where I've never been into like partying and stuff like that. I think it's such a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's such a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of your.
I told Logan this
You
the other
know.
day, the college life ain't for me.
I think it's important too to have like a lot of grace for those people who are like out drinking and doing all this stuff, you know, Saturday night and then going to church Sunday.
I mean, at least they're giving effort. In a way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say like completely excuse it and just be like, oh my gosh, like, oh, it is what it is. You're cool. Like, no, like somebody's got to tell them, you know, right from wrong, and then after that, like, it's on them. So if they still, you know, are going out, I mean, at some point in time, it's like, come on, just choose. Like,
Well, I know people that would choose to go out Saturday night
yeah,
and not be able to get up Sunday morning because it's fun to them.
and a
To
lot of
go
people
out
are
and
stuck in
party.
their
It's
ways.
all good and all
It's-
to have fun. Just do it the right way. Do it the
Yeah.
responsible
You
way.
don't
Like,
got, for me,
you
I
know?
can go out and I don't have to drink to have a
Yeah.
good time.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't
like
either.
I've never been.
Well, that's just like us
I
sitting
don't
here.
like-
It isn't like every podcast we're sitting here getting drunk and opening beers. And,
Well,
you
there-
know,
there's
like
a
we can
difference.
just
Have a
sit here
great
and have a
time,
good
yeah.
time.
like if we're
Yeah.
drinking, we're never getting drunk.
the boys.
Really,
TP episode.
except for Ronnie. And when Ronnie's got an excuse to drink.
The boots, the pants.
The boots, the pants.
I just came.
Were
back
they
from
made for
hunting.
walking or were they made for drinking?
But I'm gonna be honest, you know, I've always considered myself a religious person, but it's not. Ever since I met Logan, I've never like really read the Bible. He kind of, you know, influenced me to start reading it a little more, and the small effort that I've put in, I can already tell like a huge difference.
Yeah.
Just like the random stuff that'll just randomly happen to me.
Come on.
Like, I feel like God wants everybody to just put in small effort. Like, there's one scripture says that, like, I think it said no matter how small the effort is, any effort is good in my eyes.
It's
Like,
about the
he's
heart
not
posture,
saying
yeah.
to read like half the Bible and not. He just
Yeah.
wants you to sit down and talk and read like a scripture or verse a night.
I think even a simple prayer.
Even a simple prayer. He just wants
You
to
know,
hear
like,
from you. Like,
just
in all
anything.
honesty, he just wants to hear from you.
Yeah.
And he wants you to keep him updated. And somebody told me one time, you know, people often find themselves like not knowing how to pray or, you know, how to get their message through. And somebody told me one time just to talk to him like he's kind of a friend. You know, like keep updating him on everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
he just wants a normal conversation.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where sometimes people go wrong because they try too hard, and when you try too hard, it never pans
This
out.
past Sunday, you know how we grew up, people would say not to question God. Like it's not good to question God.
Yeah.
I don't know if do you agree with that?
I question a lot of stuff.
See, that's
I mean,
what the
every-
pastor at my church said. He was like,
I feel like every Christian's gonna question some.
well, no,
stuff.
because I've always heard religiously, you're not supposed to question God.
Well, you're
He
not
has a plan
supposed
for
to, but
everything.
every religion has doubt. That's the point of religion.
Yeah, but like what my pastor was saying, he was like, this past Sunday was the most connected I've ever been since I've been going to church.
Well, like they
Like
said,
I felt it the most this Sunday.
faith is not seeing; it's believing.
Yeah, and I think that's
And-
the wording is.
But he was
The-
like, it's almost like a good thing sometimes to ask God questions
Yeah, that's
You
what
know,
I'm
and,
saying.
like,
Like
because
you're not always gonna have answers to stuff, and that's
Yeah.
when you go to Him for answers.
Well, they say not to question God, right? Well, think about the parents, like, that has lost
Yeah.
children. I know, good and well, that's one question that they ask, why? You know,
Yeah.
why? You know, nobody should have to go through that, nobody. But,
No, but I feel like later on, you'll begin to like understand why.
I don't know.
Because
It's easy.
I feel
It's
like
easy to
God-
say when you don't have kids.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
feel like God seen that they had a bigger purpose elsewhere, and I feel like people look at it the wrong way. Because like let's like say a parent's kid has cancer, and they're going through a lot of stuff health wise, and they end up passing away. I feel like that's God saying, well, yeah, they passed away, but they're not hurting anymore. They're pain free.
It's
You know what I'm
also
saying?
something maybe that parent wasn't ready for that child.
Yeah, that
Because
too.
a child,
Do y'all
it's like the
honestly
best feeling
believe
in
that
the
there's
world.
answer this truly? Do y'all honestly believe there's a reason for everything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all
Everything
believe
happens
that?
for a reason.
You think everything happens
Oh,
for a
yeah.
reason?
But hold on.
All right. Roll.
Will you put that in
Yeah, I will.
the lead back part?
Yeah.
Make sure you leave that in.
I will.
That really threw me off.
And you listened. You obeyed, too.
I did. You pushed me.
He said,
You had your arm on my shoulder. Anyway, tying into the religion thing, I think it's people should care about people. That's what the world lacks.
Yep.
That's a major thing that this world is lacking, and I think that's what causes. But anyway, I think that's something that that causes kids to grow up unhappy and do stupid things. Like you look at what just happened at the school in Georgia that we talked about last week or whenever it was, and parents not caring about children and grown people not caring about grown people.
Yeah.
And
Well, I made a point last podcast, and I said it kind of seems like the world now is kind of at war with ourselves.
I think
Instead
we're doing
of-
like that.
Well, I mean, if we're going to,
Instead of taking up for each other, we're kind of all
if
We're
anything's
not
going to take out
together.
humanity, it's humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
AI.
Ooh.
Yeah, but who created
AI?
AI?
Yeah,
Humanity.
we created
AI
AI,
about
but
to
AI is
create
going to
AI.
be stronger than us.
Ah,
You don't think it's possible?
I feel
for
like
AI
as
to be stronger?
as humans,
I mean, it is.
we have to be scared of AIs.
Yeah,
Oh, we
for
do.
Sure.
For
Because
sure.
I feel like within 30 years, we're not going to have jobs.
Have you guys seen that new commercial for
Maybe even
the
10 or
robot that
15.
takes care of people?
No.
The what?
There's a commercial.
There's
out
a robot
for like
that
a
takes
legit
care of
robot that you ask it to help you. I mean, it stands up. It looks like a human. Doesn't have like fake skin or anything. It looks like a robot. I'll show it.
It
but
looks like a human, but a robot.
I am robot though.
Disguised as a.
That movie's
But-
getting a lot more real.
But I don't know what to say.
Probably lost his train.
I did. I was chugging,
Rails.
and then I was.
Nah, but I mean, humanity will end up killing humanity. That's the bottom line. Not necessarily. I
Bro,
guess.
speaking of robots, y'all ever see people that like just actual humans who just act like they're not real?
You, Ronnie.
That's not true.
This lines up with caring for people. Could robots care for people?
No,
No,
there's a robot that's taking care of you.
no. Robot machines
Yeah, but does it
don't
love
have
you?
feelings. They're just programmed to do so. There's a
Guess not.
difference.
There's only few creatures in the world that know
But
love.
what if we're
Have you guys ever tried?
what
to...
if we're programmed to be the way we are?
Okay, buddy.
Well, then that would
Oh,
throw you away
Matrix
from religion.
episode.
that would throw you away from religion.
Have you ever
Yeah.
tried to have a conversation with Chat GPT and like
Argue with
get them to like contradict
Bro,
themselves?
just sit there
I'm
and
so
argue
serious.
with
Like
Chat
if you
GPT
if
in
you
the
have
bedroom.
time, try to do that and like just say something that I don't even know what to throw off the top of my head, but try to make Chat GPT like contradict themselves and like you'll find yourself having a real like conversation. And it's like scary how
I don't know. I don't agree with any AI, because I was talking to what was it? I think it might have been Chat GPT. We were talking about no, it was the Snapchat AI. And we were talking to him
Bro,
about
hit it up.
how.
Can you send me some tits, please?
No, I was talking to
Sends a
him. I
video
said, me and Aaron were hanging out, and I said, I said, how do you think the Panthers are going to do this year? And it went on a big thing of how she thought Bryce Young was going to be an MVP candidate, and I was like,
Well, she was wrong.
yeah. Ever since then, I don't believe anything they tell me.
AI is definitely something that's really important, and the first world that wins the AI battle is going to win the world battle.
You know, it's crazy too how greedy humans are because we're designing something that could be the fate
Yeah.
of us,
You know
and
what's-
all we continue to do is want more from it.
Yeah.
Like, didn't Google just shut down an AI for having it was having some weird thoughts or something?
Probably.
Yeah,
because
there
they develop
was-
a mind of their own.
Yeah, there was it may have been Google, I can't remember, but there was some company, they ended up creating an AI and it started to have these like thoughts and they ended up having to shut it down.
That's so scary to me.
There's your first red flag.
What if it turned itself back on?
Have y'all ever
Nah, bro.
You know what the scary thing is? Have y'all ever seen that movie Terminator?
Yeah.
it's
Like, that could actually become a thing.
Skynet's real.
Like, what if the robots end up taking over the world?
Oh wait,
Well,
is
what
that
if the
Predator or
robots-
Terminator?
It's Terminator.
What,
Yeah,
get,
it is
get to the
Terminator.
chopper.
No,
That's
That's Predator.
I
That's
I don't
Predator.
think any of that's gonna happen.
No, that's Predator.
You don't think that's realistic?
You don't think that's gonna happen?
I doubt it's gonna happen.
I definitely think AI could take over because it could. Eventually, the more they're trained and they learn, they can learn. To
Only
build
reason I
themselves.
say it's gonna happen is because us as humans are selfish as hell.
Well, you look at something like Snapchat AI. It can have a full conversation with you, and it has its own emotions.
I mean, for the
But it's
ability
a
to say that it doesn't have the ability for it. I mean, I'm agreeing with you. Like, it could happen. Is it going to? No.
Yeah, but who has the ability to whether it happens or not? We do. And that's why I'm saying,
It may not
as
happen in our
humans, we're
lifetime.
selfish as hell.
I don't think it's gonna happen though.
That's
Like,
all humans want is
Well,
more and
when
more and
something
more.
good happens, us as humans just want to keep
Keep going.
But
going. And
It
I
may
feel
not
like
happen in our lifetime, but it very well could happen in your kid or your grandkid's
kids,
lifetime.
yeah.
You know,
I feel like that's why a lot of stuff goes on in the world because we just don't know when to stop.
yeah, people don't know to just leave each other alone.
People don't know when to
Sensational.
say no.
Speaking
Like-
of stop, I think that's a good wrap up for this
Yeah,
episode.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
You guys think?
Yeah.
Man, you ready to get out of here, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying. I think
No,
that's a good
he
wrap.
wants-
I mean,
He wants more spaghetti.
no,
Oh,
if
dude,
anybody
I want
wants
some more
spaghetti, that
spaghetti.
guy right there.
That one.
That was
Well, he
gas.
Well-
probably wants more too in the corner.
I'm good.
I'd say we hit it
I
on
got
the nail.
hamburger
I'd
steak
say
waiting
a
on me
pretty
at
good
home.
fourth episode. Ronnie, thank you for finally making it out and attending.
Air high five.
I hope you're out here next Monday. Will you?
You gonna leave him
You
hanging?
gonna leave him hanging? There we go.
We'll see.
All right.
If anything, he'll just randomly barge in while we're filming.
Yeah, we'll make
That
it
was
work.
the plan
We'll make
today,
it work.
but somebody.
I got here on
something
time,
to cook.
and I'm glad you did.
Thank you,
Yeah,
baby.
I'm glad you did. Thank you.
But I mean, we need to like, if there's any questions that people want to know in the comments, they can always leave them down.
Yeah, everybody ask.
For sure.
You know, if there's any questions y'all want to hear, just let us know.
I don't know who that guy is that keeps on typing W in the chats, but
That's
You
my
don't know who
brother.
that is?
That's
I
my
just-
brother.
I know, I just-
Yeah.
I was just flaming him.
I don't cut that out, and then do it again.
No, it's too late. Whenever I start flowing and you stop me, it's the autism.
You can say that.
I can say that, guys. Yeah,
One day we'll talk about that.
yeah. We'll wrap it up.
Right.
I don't
Happy
know
birthday,
how to.
we'll wrap it up.
We'll
We ain't
see
got
you
time
guys
yet.
next week. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.